Thank you guys for all being here today. It's so wonderful to see all of you here gathered to celebrate this incredible artistry and diversity of dance. By the way, I'm Joelle Villafranca. I am your host for today as we dive in to take a closer look at what's in store for this year's festival. So Ayala Land, along with our esteemed partners, are thrilled to bring you an even bigger and more dynamic showcase of talent, featuring, of course, the best Filipino dance companies, alongside world-class international performers. So before we begin today's program, we'd like to express our deepest gratitude to our partners, our sponsors, and distinguished guests who have made this event possible. In particular, we'd like to extend our appreciation to Ayala Corporation, the British Embassy Manila, and the British Council, of course, for their invaluable support. So last year, we made history with the very first ever International Dance Day Festival, bringing together a diverse lineup of dancers, choreographers, and companies from all across the country. But of course, before we unveil what's in store for this year, let's take a moment to relive some of the most unforgettable moments of last year. Amazing last year's festival, and congratulations once again to all those who were part of that wonderful celebration last year. If that was amazing, this year, the International Dance Day Festival returns even bigger, bolder, and more inspiring than ever before. So, to tell us more about this exciting new journey, please welcome the Managing Director of Samsung Performing Arts Theater and Circuit Makati's Arts and Culture Manager, Chris Monani. All right, what a panel we have this afternoon, and I'm so excited to be here and quite honored actually to be sitting here up on stage with you guys. I'm a little nervous, but mostly excited to really pick your brains this afternoon. And these are the movers and shakers here, guys. All right, so first off, let's just jump into it. I'd like to start with Sophia first. I have a question right here. So Steps Dance Studio has nurtured many aspiring dancers for 30 plus years. And so how do events like this contribute to the development of these young artists?
No, so
Yes, and I totally agree that this festival really brings out something to look forward to for the kids, and there really needs to be that goal in mind. Thank you. I have one more question for you. So Ayala Corporation has been a consistent advocate of the arts. So how does this commitment align with the group's broader vision for cultural development, and what impact do you hope this festival will have on the local and international arts community?
yeah, so Ayala really promotes the arts in many ways. Big supporters of the arts.
Great, thank you so much for sharing that. I'd like to move on now to Chris Monani.
Hello.
So I have a question here for you. This one goes, how does the International Dance Day reflect Ayala Land's vision as a signature event for cultural exchange? And what does it mean to you to celebrate dance as a universal language?
Oh, thank you. So, jumping off to what Sophia was just mentioning now.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, I totally agree. And it's amazing how the support is becoming stronger and stronger here within our roots. You know, we are being noticed abroad, but it's great. It should be actually strengthened more.
No, that's right.
Here. And I love that it's coming from you guys.
That's right. I mean, some of our panelists that are on here with us today have trained in.
Amazing. I have one more question that is related to that as well. So how does the British Council support cultural exchange in the performing arts here in the Philippines, particularly in dance?
Right, so in general, our work in the arts here in the Philippines focuses a lot on various art forms.
Oh, that collaboration sounds amazing, and thank you so much for making that happen here as well. All right, I'd like to turn this over to Ms. Lisa Makuha Elizalde. Question for you is, as someone who has dedicated her life to classical ballet, what excites you most about this year's festival?
you know, any festival, any gala is always exciting because it brings together artists from all the different groups.
We do have one more question for you, and this one is from another media friend of ours, Ayala of Manila Bulletin. So he asks, Ballet Manila has been a strong advocate for making ballet accessible. So how does this align with the festival's theme being Dance for All?
Ballet Manila began 30 years ago with a mantra, ballet for the people and bring more people to the ballet.
That is so true. Very lucky time, especially if you're interested in the arts in general. Thank you so much, Ms. Lisa. Next, for Ms. Myra, I have a question for you here. Contemporary dance is a growing force in the Philippines, well, the Philippine art scene to be exact. So what does this festival mean for the contemporary dance community?
Well, like, I want to reiterate what all my colleagues said here, that it's also always a chance for, because different groups we're in hamlets, so to speak, because knowledge that.
Thank you so much, Ms. Myra. Now I'd like to hand over the mic to Surani. And this question, good afternoon. This one is from Pilar Gonzalez of Lifestyle Asia, and she asks, how does the inclusion of folk dance in this festival reinforce the importance of preserving Philippine cultural heritage?
For the folk dance sector, I fully believe that the folk dance is still relevant nowadays.
Thanks so much for that insight. And my very last question for you, Sir. What can audiences expect in this year's lineup of street dance performances?
Okay, ayan. So for this year, we invite 8 very, very good teams.
We'll be seeing Para Dance perform a little later, so stay tuned for that. But otherwise, thank you so much, panelists, for sharing those amazing, exciting insights. I can't wait to be here during the festival to see everything that you've been talking about. Your passion and your dedication to the art of dance is truly inspiring for all of us. So thank you guys so much again. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys learned a lot from that panel discussion. I know I have so many more questions to ask, and I hope I have time later to go to each one of the panelists later. But anyway, what a better way to celebrate than to experience dance magic firsthand. So up next, we have a dance showcase featuring some of the country's finest dance groups, each representing a different genre that'll take center stage at the International Dance Festival 2025. The International Dance Day Festival 2025 is proudly brought to you by Ayala Land, Make It Makati, Circuit Makati, and the Samsung Performing Arts Theater. With the valued support of Ayala Corporation, the British Embassy Manila, and the British Council. For more updates, follow CPAC Official on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you, and see you all at the International Dance Day Festival 2025.